This episode of the Community Workbench podcast is brought to you by yours truly, Matt Norn of Remax Bell Park. For all of your real estate needs, call me 860-428-6534. I almost said Matt Norn of the Community Workbench. Welcome to the Community Workbench. This is Matt Norn and Kyle Morrissey. We are your hosts of the #1 podcast in my basement. At the bench, we try to repair the sense of community. So every week we bring you small businesses, entrepreneurs, community leaders, charities, and pretty much whoever we feel like talking to. And today we have the esteemed pleasure and honor of talking to Paul Wentworth, a paramedic, an emergency medical services instructor, and the chief of the Union Fire Department. How you doing, Paul?
Very good. How
Man.
you doing? It's about time I got here.
It is, and it was well worth the wait.
I am so happy to be invited to your mansion in the man cave in the basement.
We call it a studio because Kyle's here. Kind of kills the man part.
I understand.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
I don't think I'm allowed to pick on Kyle today.
Oh, no? Well, that eliminates about 50% of the conversation.
Well, we can both pick on Matt.
Exactly.
That's usually what
right.
happens. So, Paul, you are, it seems like everybody first, and then you come in your life. Is that
I try. I try.
Just knowing you personally, it just seems like you are very humble and very generous. Pretty much the only time we've hung out is at benefits where you're spending money on charities. It's really cool to meet somebody like you and have somebody like you in my I'll say family.
Yeah. I have to agree, Matt. It is. We do need to find better time to hang out. You're right. Maybe one without alcohol.
What?
One without golf clubs. One not chasing balls into the woods. Embarrassing ourselves with shotguns.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll keep doing it.
All right, we'll just keep doing that. But you just definitely seem to have really donated your life to services of helping others. I'd love to know how all that started.
Well, I think it was my upbringing, Matt.
Okay.
I think it really was the example from my parents. Quite honestly, the example from my wife. A lot of the stuff that I do is community outreach. My wife helped me get involved in.
Okay.
So, but I was brought up by a guy larger than life, Frank Remick Wentworth. He was a prison guard for 30 years. He was a Korean War vet. People described him as a gentle giant.
Okay.
And, he was the same size as me, a little shorter, but big, stocky guy, and worked when the prison was a farm and had nothing but good stories about it.
Wow.
And about breaking up fights between two guys with chainsaws and stuff like that. So I was brought up with this mentality, and I always really tried to give back whatever I could do. And that's, let's face it, most of what we do is fun.
Yeah.
It is a good time.
It is fun,
So
and it's rewarding.
it's not a saintly thing, that's for sure. It is.
Right.
I have a good time with the people I'm with.
Yeah.
And that's what matters to me.
Yeah, I love hanging out with the first responders and you guys, and it's just it's always I don't know, it's just such a truthful personality to be around. Everybody kind of just says what's on their mind.
Yep.
And we all go from there.
Absolutely.
Everybody's got a thick skin, and it's always a lot of fun. So what came first? The firefighter, the paramedic?
The paramedic.
Paramedic, okay.
Yeah, that was my first. And usually, how do you get into it? And there's some great story of how you got into it. But mine really is a different road into emergency medical services, EMS.
Okay.
I was in high school. I loved music, loved band. Did not apply myself.
Okay.
I should have been on Ritalin and caffeine and Adderall and maybe a few other things too, because
Gotcha.
I just put nothing into it. And I got out of high school, I graduated, and the funny thing, me and my friends were out.
Yeah.
I had this tight pack of friends, and we'd go through Burger King, and I met this girl at Burger King.
Okay.
She was very involved in EMS, another high school girl just graduating, same age I was, and she would only date EMTs. So I took my original EMT class for all the wrong reasons, so I could date a girl.
Oh my goodness.
We went out, had a dinner together, had a good date, but nothing worked out with that.
Okay.
But going through the class, doing the EMT, becoming certified, and then starting to practice. I practiced in the north end of Hartford for a small family company, the Trinity Ambulance, which,
Oh, wow.
to be honest, doesn't exist anymore. It was one of them purchased. And there is a Trinity Ambulance now, but completely unrelated.
Okay.
But once I started helping people and doing calls, it was my niche.
Yeah.
It was just, I found my answer to life.
Wow.
And it was, I fit in, like you just said, everybody was thick-skinned.
Yeah.
I was one of five. I was the youngest of five.
Siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When my wife was introduced to my family, my brother made the joke that our family's mistake doesn't have to be hers because I'm 7 years younger than my brother.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was a whoops baby.
Okay.
But my mother always described, oh, you were a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Once my family
Most of the
figured out
time.
the math. Exactly.
Most of the time.
But so I became an EMT. I was volunteering, giving my time back in South Windsor and working in the north end of Hartford, doing calls, doing transfers, whatever else. Really made some very tight bonds with the people. And just the lifestyle was unreal. So at that time, there was a step between EMT and paramedic, which was intermediate. And I took that course at the old Mount Sinai.
Do they not have that anymore?
They're called an advanced now. So,
So there's
they
still
just-
another step.
Yeah, there is a step in between an advanced,
Okay.
but there aren't a lot of services that use it, but I think it's an extremely valuable step
Okay.
for somebody who's not really that sure. Paramedic
Okay.
is very long in depth and very, very difficult to attain.
Yeah.
An intermediate or advanced now is
Yeah.
in between. So you really get to feel, what more advanced care and assessment
Okay.
feels like
Yeah.
without going all the way through. And I think it's a great stepping stone.
Gotcha.
But so I did that for 2 years and then finally said, okay, I'm going to do the paramedic.
Whole shebang.
You got it. And I went to a class, 20 of us in a what we called the Chia Medic class. It was 6 months full-time, 40 hours a week classroom.
Oh, wow.
And then observation in the ER, clinical time in the ER on the ambulances and ICU and the OR, in OB and all those kind of things
Outside of the 40 hours.
outside of in addition to the 40 hours.
Yeah.
And then started working as a medic and never looked back. That started 1991. I went
Wow.
to become a medic
Wow.
and no regrets.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
It's an extremely rewarding.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
It's easy to see that on you.
It is. It is. And
That you love it.
it's there's a lot of bad, but just as much bad there's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's something that if you apply yourself, you can learn as much as you want.
Yeah.
But really when you work, I am lucky enough to work for a hospital system, so I work with doctors and nurses, and we all have our different specialties and our different, strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
But you come to realize that you've just scratched the surface of medicine and the human body and anatomy and physiology and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And these doctors that you're seeing, the education they get and the information that they spend years getting.
Yeah.
I spent 6 months.
Okay.
So it's a small slice of the pie. And then the last 36 years I've spent trying to catch up and reading this and doing that and
Yeah.
mostly asking questions and just
Right.
ask everybody a question or whatever I can find.
Yeah.
But in that time, I delivered probably about 25 babies,
Wow.
twins a couple times, triplets once.
Wow.
Had good, had bad.
Yeah.
I've had people who were dead
Yeah.
that I was able to get back,
Oh,
walked
okay.
away,
Yeah.
lived through
Lived
the
through
entire
it.
episode, and still
back.
walking around on this earth today with more time for their families,
Nice.
more time for their loved ones. And
Yeah.
it's really, it is,
Yeah, that's got to be.
it's a great career.
Yeah.
The only hard part is it doesn't pay.
Right.
And it's getting better, but it still is very hard to raise a family,
Yeah.
have a house,
Yeah.
make a living trying to be a paramedic. And that's really where you change roads. That's
Yeah.
where things take you in different directions. So with that, I became a paramedic. I practiced. I worked a full-time job, worked a part-time job. I was single. I was working all the time, going out all the rest of the time. And that's when I met my wife. And I met my wife on an ambulance. She was an intermediate at the time.
Okay.
And I met her one day in a kind of funny way too. It's just like becoming an EMT. She claims that she accidentally hit me in the head with a snowball. I was out with a close friend, Colleen. We had finished the night shift, went to pick up our checks, and we had a little liquid breakfast that morning.
Okay.
So we were both feeling pretty good.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
when
yeah.
she hit me in the head with a snowball, I picked her up over my head and dumped her into a snowbank.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was driving around with the supervisor at that time, and the supervisor, when he saw this happen, locked himself in the ambulance they were driving around in, abandoned her completely. And she got in the ambulance and left covered in snow and said, "Pat, never put me with this guy. I never want to work with him." And he said, "Okay." And later that day, I called him up and said, "I want to work with her tomorrow." And she ended up
And he
on
went with you.
You got it. She was on the schedule with me, and then I just, from there on, I pursued her.
Wow.
And it really, that's really what changed my life and got me more in touch with community and giving back. And when we met, she had 3 children, Charlie, Kane, and Kirsty.
Wow.
And of course, they were young kids
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
So I had to impress them to impress her. So I
Okay.
used to stop at Dunkin' Donuts and buy old Dunkin' Donuts cookies. I don't know if you remember when they had cookies, but they had great chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, wow. I don't know
And
if I knew that.
yeah, no, their chocolate chip cookies were unreal. And they looked homemade.
Yeah.
So I'd take them out of the Dunkin' Donuts bag, put them in, and bring, "I baked these for you." Stop at the store, buy a cake, and "I baked this for you." So the kids
Yeah.
became very close, and we ended up getting married after a year and a half, 2 years, and now we've been married. January will be 33 years.
Wow. Congratulations,
Yeah,
man.
32 or 33, 95, 32 years.
Wow. That's great.
I got the wrong year. I'm going to pay for that, man.
Probably.
Yeah.
Does anybody really watch this?
Yeah. There's enough. Really,
I
you
don't know.
only
My
need
wife
one.
texted me 4 times. "Hey, what's the link again?"
No,
So,
she's watching.
yeah,
Nice.
I don't know. Your mother-in-law's definitely watching, so whatever happens today is going to get back to her. So meeting her older kids were in Boy Scouts.
Okay.
So she and I, after we got married, had 2 more boys, Oliver and Calvin, and they were very ingrained in Boy Scouts. So really, my first, other than volunteering on an ambulance, leap into getting involved in the community was with Boy Scouts.
Oh, wow.
And I was a scoutmaster for, I think, 8 or 9 years while my boys were in it.
What town? What troop?
Stafford Springs, Troop
Okay.
81.
Troop 81.
Troop
All
81
right.
in Stafford.
Nice.
We got to do some great stuff.
Yeah.
It's great now seeing the kids get back together, and they're still tight with the kids that were in the troop and running into them. And we were at a birthday party, and all the scouts there were so excited to buy me a drink.
Wow.
They're in
cool.
their third. "Hey, Mr. Wentworth, can we buy you a drink?" "Oh, please call me Paul." And, "Yes, of course you can."
That's awesome. Leading up to today, I ran into 2 people that said they brought it up. I try not to bring up podcasts. I try not to be that guy. Watch my podcast. I try not to be that guy. But I think it was David Lee who said, "Hey, you're having Wentworth on." He mentioned that you had boys that became Eagles and
Yes.
a whole bit, and,
Yep.
big in scouting and whatnot. And then yesterday I was dropping my son off for Thunderbirds over at June Norcross, and I ran into Pat, and Pat said, "Hey, you're having Wentworth on."
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Absolutely.
You know? So, yeah, it was kind of cool to within a week and a half, two people were like, "Hey, you're having
Yeah.
you on?" So you're a very popular guy.
They're in two different walks of life right there.
Oh, yeah,
That's
right.
That's great. Both still very active.
Yeah.
The difference with me when Calvin turned 18, so all four boys earned their Eagle. All
Okay.
four boys took it in. For the older boys, I would take them on their high adventure, drive them where they need to be, bring them to meetings when necessary. But I wasn't that involved in Scouts. For the two, I dove in head first when they got into Boy Scouts, and
Yeah.
the troop needed a new scoutmaster, and so I said, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah?
I'll give that a shot. And I love the camping. I love the trips.
Yeah.
We had a very active, good-sized troop for a smaller town like Stafford.
Yeah.
Stafford.
Doing a one weekend a month, pretty much,
You
right
got
through the
it.
winter.
Exactly.
Camping out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
all the Klondikes, a
Yeah.
lot of good memories, a lot of great pictures.
that's awesome.
I had pneumonia at one of the Klondikes. It was like 7 degrees below. Kids are hiding in the truck.
Yeah.
One of the other leaders put up a tarp to block the wind and then left. And we couldn't get the knots on it. The tarp almost stayed there until summer. But just a great experience.
Yeah.
When Calvin turned 18, the youngest turned 18, he finished his Eagle. I stepped away.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I don't have a kid in the troop anymore. Some other father has to get
yeah.
the opportunity
Yeah.
to just love this the way it was
Yeah.
a great experience.
Yeah, that's what it is for. I mean, we right now have, I think, 6 leaders, and there's another one putting in. It might even be 7 leaders with another one on the way, putting in his application. But my biggest thing, and the 6 that are definitely in, it's time cut out to be with your kid
Yes.
and the other scoutmasters, the other leaders, and all the other boys. And it's just, to me, it's like, if you even like being outdoors or like camping or any of those things, you like knots, like just
Yeah.
like whatever it is, there's going to be something for you, and it's just like designated time to be with your kid.
I agree completely. That's exactly what it's
And it's
like.
what you put in. What you put in is what you get out. We definitely have, and no offense to them, but we do have parents that basically almost stop the car
Yeah.
when they drop their kid
Yeah.
off.
Leave them. You're a babysitter.
Yeah, well,
That's it.
well,
That is the term.
you probably start off as a babysitter, but then you're making them more independent, and your job gets easier, and it's boy run. So then you're training the older ones to be the babysitters.
Absolutely.
And then you get to drink more coffee.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. That was always a rite of passage in Scouts. When the Scouts turned 18, they all automatically became a junior leader.
Yeah, junior.
And then they could drink coffee with us. Oh. And it was like they all wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
It is set up with like a rank, and
Yeah.
and some people like associate that with military, but it's very different because it's what your scout wants, first of all, how far they want to go, and even making it to even just first class. And if you never advance past that, you're still getting so much out of the program. You know what I
really
mean?
are.
As far as camaraderie and service and just understand, just like the law, being helpful, being clean, being,
Absolutely.
all those things. So
You do. No matter. And there, it was kind of like the two troops in Stafford. We had two different approaches. Without a doubt, ours was more centered on advancement. What are you working on?
Yeah.
Do you have to
Yeah.
advance? No, but
Goal-oriented.
you have
Yeah.
to be working on something, whatever you want.
yeah,
The other troop was more, let's go outside. Let's cook a deer. Let's cook a pig. Let's
Yeah.
do that. And they were much more camping in wilderness and survival type stuff. Whereas we're more focused on goals and advancement and move people forward. In my 7, 8 years as Scoutmaster, we had 13, 14 kids in the troop earn Eagle.
Wow.
That's a lot.
And they all honestly earned it. I
Yeah,
mean, there was
that's
no paying off for it. And then
Right, yeah.
when I stepped back, there were 3 more in line to finish it up.
Wow. That's
And
great.
all these kids are successful. Some of them own their own businesses. Some are in the military,
Yeah.
prison guards, cops. They're all
There's
living
so
life
many
to the fullest.
Yeah, there's so many success stories and so many big CEOs that, give to the camp, give to a lot of the local troops because they were Eagle Scout and
Yeah. Or they just had experience in
yeah,
Scouts.
and they just really appreciate it and
didn't finish the process, but
right.
there is no such thing. If you
Yeah.
get something out of it, we
Yeah.
get something.
Yeah.
We all do.
Success is the journey,
Exactly.
not the destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes the very easy leap to the fire department. So
Yeah,
really, I
okay.
got into the fire side when my kids were very young and joined, again, to give back to the community, do my thing there. I joined, we were at the time living in Stafford, and I joined West Stafford. And when we moved to Union 30 years ago, I joined Union. And, I wasn't around. I was working all the time. I had Boy Scouts, did all that kind of stuff. But climbed up the ranks, did training officer, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then, the person before me, Dave, was chief of the department for 28 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
when you think a volunteer chief, it's a small town, smallest town in the state.
Yeah.
Union,
Okay.
about
Demographically,
800.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Land-wise, it's
It's
right
pretty
in
big.
the middle.
Yeah.
But demographically, I think there are around 775, 800 citizens in Union right now.
Wow.
So it's a small town,
Yeah.
fully done by volunteers.
Yeah.
So nobody paid whatsoever to be on the fire department. And we volunteer our time and give back.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
it's Boy Scouts fire department. There are ranks. It
Right.
is
Yeah.
set up in a way that authority is given to somebody.
Yeah.
And the people below need to listen.
Yeah. And you earn your way up.
Yeah, exactly. So somewhere in there, I became a emergency medical service instructor. I know most of the people out here that we run into at the different golf tournaments from
Yep.
working as a paramedic out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually funny because EMS in its whole is a very young occupation.
Yeah.
So really, when you look at the birth of EMS, it goes back to 1968.
Okay.
And it goes back to a white paper. The National Traffic Safety looked at preventable death from highway trauma. And they published a paper which created the EMS system. So 1968,
Wow.
I was born in 68.
Okay.
It's the same age as me, which I don't feel old. So
Right, yeah.
it can't be old.
It's young.
You got
for
it.
sure.
But then it just keeps refining, getting more, dedicated, more professional,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And really, it's still in its infancy compared to other stuff. Before 68, it was funeral homes. If you're alive, we'll take you to the hospital. You'll sit in the back by yourself.
Oh wow.
Maybe some of the big hospitals had EMS units, ambulance units, that kind of stuff, but there was no organized across the country EMS system.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's I still consider it a very young
Yeah.
vote.
And it's,
Yeah.
Yeah. You're still.
fire department has been around for 300 years.
Oh, okay. The bucket brigade. Right?
Yeah,
Bucket
exactly.
brigade. Did I say that right?
Insurance in New York,
Yeah.
here nor there. You want to talk conspiracies? You pay for us, our insurance in your house. We'll respond to your house.
Oh my goodness.
And
That's how it works.
That's how it worked at the beginning, from what I understand.
Oh, see, I thought every voter had to be part of the bucket brigade if you wanted to vote. I thought that.
I'd never heard that.
There's still stories out there of people that didn't pay their fire tax, like recent ones,
Yeah.
and they didn't. They let the house burn down, right?
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But I hopped into the fire service after giving out Boy Scouts. My wife was extremely involved too.
Okay.
And after giving it up, she joined the Lions Club in Stafford.
Okay.
So I'd tag along and help here and help there. You know,
Yeah.
we do this thing called the Moonlight Paddle, which is Staffordville Lake is a private lake. It has a beach that's a town beach, but they don't let the public in on with kayaks or canoes or boats or anything.
Okay.
So it's the one time a year anybody can bring a kayak down. So I would go there and help carry kayaks around because I'm just built to get kayaks off of cars. She talked me into joining.
Yeah.
And
voluntold?
you got it. That was pretty much it. And now I've been a member, I think about 7 years,
Yeah.
and maybe even longer, 8. I was the secretary last 2 years, and now I'm the president of our Lions Club.
Oh wow.
So
Another designation.
yeah,
Another-
yeah. It's run like any civic organization. So president,
Yeah.
secretary,
Board.
treasurer, board.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's made up of past presidents, that kind of stuff. But
Gotcha.
yeah, the Lions are kind of a pass-through thing. So we try to get money donated to us that now people come to us and we donate out. So we
Yeah.
do a bunch of scholarships. We do the Fidelco guide dogs and other guide dog companies. And we donate thousands of dollars every year that we go out, get people to donate to us, and then give back to our community. So again, staying active in the community, staying present and
Yeah.
apparent and being there.
Wow.
So it was fun, and that's fun, and that really being a paramedic, practicing, being out here practicing, meeting a lot of people,
Yeah.
working. I worked a lot, did a lot of bad
hours.
calls out here, a lot of great calls out here, like really helping people and
Yeah.
things that I will hopefully remember forever.
Well-
Knock on wood.
If you don't mind, give us a story about a great call. I love the fact that bad calls is yeah, but I want let's
Okay.
hear about a great call if you got
So
a good
Christmas
story.
Eve, Christmas Eve night, it starts snowing. Nice little snowstorm.
White Christmas. All
You
right.
got it. Get called for maternity. And they tell her, okay, there are complications. Well, what happened was mom went into labor at home. 2 other kids, so she delivered the other 2 in the hospital.
Yeah.
Mom and dad decided that it would be great to deliver the baby at home,
Okay.
but had nothing in place to deliver the baby at home.
Oh my.
So mom's delivering the baby. Baby's halfway out and gets stuck.
Yeah.
Turns blue, not breathing. They're not clean. It's not like
Right.
you can see it. So mom's panicking, and mom, very nice manicured fingernails, long fingernails. She's jamming her finger down the throat of the baby, trying to stimulate it to breathe. So I get there, the baby's halfway out.
Is that a normal practice?
No.
Okay.
You shouldn't do that.
just
That's not a good idea.
I didn't know, or if the time back then they did
No,
different things.
no.
So I just didn't know.
What had ended up happening was the baby had the cord wrapped around its throat. So cords wrap her.
Yeah.
She was a little preterm. Sorry, I keep hitting. That must drive people crazy out there.
Not me.
Anybody who's listening, I'm sorry, I'm a novice. But the cord was wrapped around that. It's called the nuchal cord, but very common. The earlier you are when you're delivering in pregnancy, the higher the risk of a cord around. She didn't recognize it. So she couldn't finish delivering the baby, and the cord's getting tighter and tighter around the neck.
Oh my.
So I immediately recognized that, unwrapped it, cut it, delivered the baby the rest of the way, and the baby was in arrest. We did
arrest,
CPR.
exactly.
Yeah, so heart wasn't beating, wasn't breathing on its own. It was blue. For all intents and purposes, it had died. We started resuscitating the baby. So went to CPR on the baby, bagging it, cleaned out the airway, put a tube in to breathe for him, just this tiniest little thing.
Oh my.
After about 3 minutes, We got in a pulse back.
Nice.
After about 5, it was breathing. Started to
On
move.
its own.
Yep. It so resuscitated the baby.
Sure.
Now, the baby stuck in the birth canal must have done some trauma because mom was hemorrhaging, pouring blood
Oh
out.
my goodness.
So now mom's got very low. She's showing signs of shock. Get 2 lines into mom. Start giving her fluid, give her some drugs to cause the uterine contractions and things to clamp down. Back then, we carried Pitocin, which is naturally occurring in the body, and saved the mom.
Wow.
So Christmas Eve night,
You saved mom.
save mom, save
baby.
a newborn baby that both were on the road to death,
Wow.
and resuscitated both of them successfully.
Wow. And then you drove them to the
And then went to the hospital. See, that's the cool thing about,
Yeah.
like, a lot of people don't understand the way the systems work. So you live here in Brooklyn. You
Yeah.
have East Brooklyn, Mort Lake Ambulance
Yeah. Yeah.
served this town for many, many years. So the fire department's the first responder. They have a responsibility to try to get somebody to your scene within 4 minutes and provide life-supporting treatment until the ambulance gets there. The ambulance really has a goal of 8 to 10 minutes to get to the scene. Different areas have different goals, but really when you look nationally, they're looking for that 6, 8, 10-minute mark that the transport will be there.
Gotcha.
Sometimes the medic comes on the ambulance. There are systems that have medics on all ambulances, so when you get an ambulance, you're getting a paramedic.
Yeah.
But the vast majority of communities like this that are low population, low volume, can't afford a medic.
Yeah.
So they end up doing a regional paramedic, and that's what you have out here. Right now, KB Ambulance is doing it, and they provide a medic in a car by themselves. So
Yeah.
they're in a fly car,
Yeah.
and they go out and meet the ambulance.
Nice.
They provide the medic service, but they cover every town out here.
Right.
So really, they could be in Thompson, Woodstock, Putnam,
Yeah. Yeah.
almost anywhere,
Yeah.
doing almost
For
anything.
some reason, I thought we had 2 fly car, a north and a south now.
I don't. You may.
Maybe that was.
When I was here, and that was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that particular, it was me,
Yeah.
myself, and I, and there was no other medic coming within an hour.
Wow.
So
Wow.
the next closest one would be Norwich,
Yeah.
if there was one available, or Worcester probably.
Wow.
Back then, we'd go everywhere.
Yeah.
For
Gotcha.
everything.
Okay.
But
So
what's-
that story took place in Northeast Connecticut. here,
Correct. You got it.
Wyndham County somewhere.
Yeah.
And yeah. Wow.
Out here in the quiet corner.
Yeah, the not so quiet corner.
Yeah.
Making it a little louder every Monday.
It is. It's, when I go and do talks about being a paramedic, my job is very simple. As a paramedic, I have one responsibility. And I always describe it like this. I have a responsibility to recognize that you have 60 seconds left to live and give you 60 minutes.
Oh wow.
I don't
Okay.
consider that complex.
Yeah.
There are only a handful of things that
Okay.
you can do. A lot of drugs that we carry, a lot of advanced skills that we carry that we bring to your bedroom, we bring to your living room, wherever you need it, your
Yeah.
car,
Yeah. Yeah.
down your
Trapped in
embankment.
traffic. Trapped
You
in
got it.
whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
So it takes a skill set. It takes a person who can make a decision and follow through.
Sure.
And that's just not guess it, not overthink it.
Yeah.
What's interesting, I think the harder job is that person that we turn them over to.
The nurse and the doctor.
You
or
got it.
whatever.
That has to give them beyond the 60 minutes
Yeah.
and give them 60 months
Wow.
to allow them to get 60 years.
Okay.
And I mean, it's all a team.
Yeah.
We are an important, integral part of that team.
For sure. For sure.
And it's something to be recognized. We
Yeah.
deserve to be rewarded as part of that team.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
whether it's the hardest part, it came naturally to me.
Yeah.
It just fit.
Yeah.
Other people would say it's the hardest part.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, just for an idea of things. It was one of our mutual friends told me, as an EMT, you can sit and watch somebody die, but as a paramedic, you can make somebody die faster.
Oh, God, yeah.
If you do the wrong thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We,
So that was like the differential.
yeah,
He was saying.
we carry drugs that, if given in the wrong circumstance, will kill somebody.
Yeah.
We do treatments that, if done incorrectly, will kill somebody.
So when you were talking earlier about decision making and not overthinking, but still being accurate is a huge deal.
It is.
When everybody around you screaming with adrenaline running, that's like that is a certain person that can do that.
It is.
And stay calm and stay within their mindset. I envy you all because I don't think I'm that guy.
Not everybody is. I mean, when you look at it, it's 3% of human population is in public safety.
Okay.
3% are EMS, fire, dispatchers, police. 3%.
Wow.
That's not a lot.
I remember at my cousin's boot camp graduation, they said the military is still only 1%. The American military is only 1% of the of the American population.
In looking at this mansion, I would say you're a 1%er
Whoa,
too.
whoa!
But so it really is. I've done this longer than most people. What's funny though is, so I went to medic school at UConn in Farmington, so at the medical center.
Yeah.
One of my classmates married the girl
that got you into it originally?
That got me in to be an EMT.
Okay.
And it's
a small world.
It is. It's like here today,
Yeah.
just how everything interconnects somehow.
Yeah.
And the world's just getting smaller.
Yeah. It is funny, even though, we're 8 billion on the planet, but I just feel like the older you get, the more connections you make with, because we met through my cousin, essentially. We got put on the same golf team or shooting team, something. I forget how we met, but it's one of the benefits, one of the many benefits we're always at. And then come to find out, your wife is best friends with his mother-in-law, with Kyle's
absolutely.
So, it's always interesting. So, as to how you know people and whatnot, and just like walking around with you at these benefits, how many people you know and how many shake your hand and just like big respect, and it's really cool to see.
Well, it's fun. It's
the
nice.
kind of circle you've created for yourself, and really ingratiated yourself into.
I try. I think the thing that I just try to be honest and there for people.
Yeah.
And, it works out.
Yeah.
It just works out.
It's cool. Firefighting. Any big stories there? Anything?
No, firefighting's good too. I'll never forget probably the first structure fire I was in.
Okay.
I was looking for I asked, okay, what do you want me to do? And they said, oh, you gotta rip off that bulkhead door, go down in the basement, and secure, check the dryer, washer and dryer, check the dryer. And it was a fire currently on the first floor, but they wanted me in the basement. So myself and another guy rip open the bulkhead door. That was a good time. Get down into the basement, and I grab the dryer and I pull on it. Well, above it, it had one of those old lead pipes. The lead pipe came down and fell right on my back, on the SCBA, the breathing apparatus. And it sounded like a stick of dynamite. I thought the roof was coming down. I was so terrified.
Wow.
I thought the house was coming down on me, and I was white as a ghost and just couldn't believe it.
Was there anything? Did you get a concussion?
No.
Hurt your back? No.
I was fine. I was scared.
Yeah, it was
just needed new undies. But the fire, sir, when you think about it, Union's a pretty slow fire department. We do 130 calls a year.
Okay.
We get the same calls as everybody else. We just do less of them.
Okay.
But keeping people going, it is a community in that house.
Yeah.
And it's family, and they'll do anything for you.
Yeah, there's always a team vibe, camaraderie vibe,
Yeah.
backing each other up.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's a guy with you. I think you guys always,
Yep.
just like scouts, buddy system.
You got
always
it.
have a buddy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't go anywhere yourself
Yeah.
and keep it up. But, we've had some very fortunate events out there. Just a month ago, we had a bear hit by a trailer truck
Oh my.
6 weeks ago up on the highway.
Okay.
And every once in a while, you just have to say, there's a supreme power that took care of this one, because this trailer truck was going west in the slow speed lane.
Yeah.
The bear comes out from the woods and he starts crossing the lanes. He crosses all 3 westbound lanes in Union, goes through the center medium, and then crosses all 3 eastbound lanes
Oh my.
and goes into the woods.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit anything except for the bear. So yeah, the bear got it, but he didn't hit anything. Not another car on Interstate 84.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, talking about that could have been such a horrific event.
Yeah.
And I mean, just a bus coming by or another car or anything else.
Yeah.
And he got lucky enough, and then the truck caught on fire, hit a big old tree, caught on fire. And the guy got himself out of the trailer truck and walked down the road.
Nice.
He
wasn't carrying like a tanker or anything. Okay.
No, it was Amazon stuff, a mixed load of Amazon stuff. So that creates its own issues with what's in there and what kind of batteries and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But we got it under control after a whole lot of water. But
Yeah. So you guys actually being small, but you still got to cover a stretch of 84.
We do.
So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
For a small
it is.
town.
And that's one of the interesting things about our town is that because we have the 84 corridor and we have the Bigelow Hollow State Park.
Yep.
So like I was saying, we do 130 calls a year. Nationally, the statistics, and we stick with it, probably 85% are medical in nature. 15% are fire-based. And that last 5% are a combination of the two. But we rarely take care of people in our own town, our
really?
own citizens.
Okay.
They're far and few in between that we go, we're on the highway or we're in the state park or on a roadway the vast majority of the time.
And it's people passing through.
You got it.
Wow. Do you get a lot of search and rescue?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're very good at searching that park.
Okay.
Very good.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. We get people lost in the park all the time.
Do you guys have a dog?
No.
No, not
No.
sure.
We call in the state police, or DEP brings their dogs too.
Okay.
So they have a canine division also with the Parks Department in the state,
Yeah.
the DEP.
Wow.
Very cool dogs.
Yeah.
They're fun.
I love it whenever, like, if you're at a scouting event or if you're at some event where they have a dog, it's just so cool to see it work.
It is.
It's, that, yeah.
The
Do you
work
ever
that
see
goes
any of
into
it?
'em.
Yeah. Even Hope, the service dog.
Yeah.
It's just cool to see him work. And when a dog has found their niche,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's really
Exactly.
neat to see. Yeah.
When you're putting them to work and they like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because everything needs a purpose, right?
Yeah. Sure does. Sure does.
What do you do? You don't have to mention who you actually work for, but what do you do on your day to day? Because you're a trainer, or I really
So
don't
it's
know.
a confusing.
Yeah.
So, about 27 years ago now, I took a job for Johnson Memorial Hospital, small community hospital in Stafford Springs, 96 bed, very, very similar to Day Kimball.
Okay.
At that point, I was hired in a position that was the EMS coordinator. Every hospital has one. in the state of Connecticut, and they're basically the go-between between anybody who provides pre-hospital care, any of the EMS, fire, police that are doing medical care in the hospital.
Okay.
In order to do what we do, you have to have a physician that signs you off.
Right.
So we're always working under a doctor's license.
Yeah, it's med control doctor.
Correct.
Is that what they? Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I am kind of that person that does the legwork for that physician
Okay.
and does some quality assurance and improvement, reading charts, doing education, providing training on different things, reviewing the treatment protocols, updating them, deciding what we're going to do, what we're not going to, that local med control stuff there.
Yeah.
So when somebody new out of school wants to start to practice, they have to go through a process called precepting, where they get evaluated by a trainer for a period of time or number of calls.
They're riding along in the ambulance.
Exactly. But they're actually providing the care under another paramedic's license.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
And once they say, oh, they're good to go, typically we go out, ride with them just as a formality, and then give them a letter and release them. And now they're on their own and they can work independently.
And then the doctor signs off on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we complete that whole process, make sure the paperwork's done, stuff like that, but also go out and visit the different departments, do different meetings. As healthcare became more and more tight with the purse straps, those jobs started to shrink. So I basically was that, oh, I'll do that guy.
Yeah.
So I quickly became the emergency manager. So every town has an emergency management director. Well, every hospital has an emergency manager. We are responsible for all of our disaster plans. So if we lose water at the hospital, I have to have a plan for that. If we lose AC on a 100-degree day, there has to be a plan for that.
Okay.
All these different contingencies, hurricanes, winter storms. We do these hazard vulnerabilities every year where we look at what we think are the highest risk things. And we bring in community members, hospitals, state partners, stuff like that, to come up with this list of a top 10 or 12 things that could happen that would disable the hospital if not handled correctly. That's my responsibility there, is to do that, educate staff, make sure people know that we have a plan, where the plan can be found, what their role in the plan is.
Wow.
At the same time, I decided that I wanted to get more involved in the American Heart Association, so I applied for this community training center, which basically allows us to run all these training sites, different places, and provide our own in-house training for the staff and for our EMS partners in CPR, advanced cardiac life support, pediatric advanced life support, advanced stroke life support, all these different areas. So I do that also.
Wow.
So that's 3 positions that I have. Wow. 2000.
The year 2000?
Yeah, the year 2000, the emergency manager at one of our sister hospitals. So Johnson Memorial was purchased by Trinity Health of New England. It's St. Francis, St. Mary's, Johnson, and Mercy Hospital are the acute care hospitals. Mount Sinai is long-term physical rehab, that kind of stuff. So when the person retired from Mercy, they gave me Mercy. Said, oh, voluntold,
Okay.
you can do Mercy too as emergency manager. Well, it would have been so much easier to do another hospital in the same state
Right.
than learning Massachusetts in their unique differences.
Right.
Because 2 tiny little states next to each other
Yeah.
just aren't allowed to do things the same way in any way, shape, or form. So I've been doing that since 2000. Wow. And I do both Mercy and Johnson for emergency management. This last July, a year ago July, the security manager left. So they said, Paul, I think you should do security too. So now I'm in charge of security at the hospital also.
Jeez.
So
Do you get one office for all these positions? Or
No,
do you have
actually,
to go
I have
from office
multiple
to office?
offices.
Oh, God.
I have multiple offices, but
Man.
I have my favorite.
You get a coffee maker in each one?
I do.
Hopefully?
I do. That's a given. Or I know where the Keurig is that somebody else pays for the K-cup. But being involved in emergency management, in the last year, I got more involved. The state kind of changed how we were doing statewide hospital preparedness.
Okay.
And for years, we did these attempts at coalitions, different groups coming together to work for with each other.
Groups being hospitals?
Both hospitals and other agencies. So the coalition really has like local public health, local or other agencies, local public health, the state public health, long-term care, rehab, hospice, home care, emergency management, and really anybody else who wants to join. I was elected the chairperson of that group about a year ago. Yeah, a year ago now. I think my first year's term is over. So I'm the chair of that group, and that keeps me pretty busy. It's a busy organization.
Sure.
But it's really, now it's interested in taking our plans. So Johnson Memorial has a plan, and certainly our local public health departments have plans.
Yeah.
Well, let's bring them together so they actually make sense.
Okay.
And I'm not saying you can do something you can't do, and you're not saying I can do something we can't do.
Okay.
And that's kind of what we're doing right now.
Making sure the regulations mesh
exactly
with each other.
and just the plans. This is who are we going to get to help? It's kind of, nobody's going to take care of something by themselves, something catastrophic like
Right.
COVID. We just lived through COVID. It's going to be, I don't know about you, but unfortunately my time span now is based on pre-COVID and post-COVID.
Okay. Yeah.
For the longest time, it was pre 9/11 and post 9/11 in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
But now it's changed to COVID.
Gotcha.
And I have no real, I remember 9/11 well.
Yeah.
I was a paramedic on 9/11. I ended up heading to New York.
Oh, wow.
And making it to the New York line and then being canceled.
Wow.
And sent multiple different places.
Yeah.
So I never made it to ground zero, but I was in New York.
And you were backing up other
You got
emergency responders
going
that
to
were
where
in
they
New York.
thought, because everybody was hopeful there'd be thousands of people that needed medical care,
Yeah.
not thousands of people that were deceased.
Wow.
So that to me, when people ask me, and you did kind of earlier, what's a good story? What's a bad story? What's the worst thing you ever? What's the hardest day?
You don't
I
have
asked
to if you don't want to.
a lot of people, they will ask it. They can't. Oh, what's the worst thing you've ever seen? You have to quantify that. Okay, what do you want to? You want to know the grossest thing? You want to know the funniest thing? You want to hear the hardest day I ever had? Oh. And when somebody decides on what they actually want to hear, the hardest day, without question, was 9/11.
Okay.
And I didn't do anything. Didn't see a patient all day. Didn't do anything. But I had gone to where I was working at Johnson, got into Johnson, saw the first plane hit the World Trade Center, said, oh, that's bad. Grabbed a cup of coffee, went into my office. About an hour later, went and got another cup of coffee, probably not even that, and the second plane hit the World Trade Center.
Oh, yeah.
And locked up my office, walked out the door, got in my truck. When I got home, my wife had a bag packed and a uniform out for me.
Wow.
She knew that I would be coming home
to go on the road.
She was going to pick up the kids at school and get the kids home. You know,
Yeah,
they
because
were all-
everybody got out early. I
You
was a
got it.
senior in high school.
Were you?
We
Yeah.
got released. And the soccer team actually still tried to play soccer, and we got kicked off the field.
Wow.
Told to go home. So,
So at the time, drove out to Putnam, grabbed an ambulance, drove to Enfield, and I was all by myself in an ambulance with gear. You know, at that time I was working on an intercept truck by myself. So they're just like, Paul, take this, head to New Haven. Went to New Haven, dropped off a bunch of atropine because they were afraid there could have been drugs in with some of the dispersal, that there were dispersal devices in the planes and stuff like that. And atropine would have been one of the antidotes. Went to Bridgeport and then got sent to New York.
I'm sorry. I'm ignorant to this because, so the plane could have caused an outbreak of something?
So right after 9/11, there's a big risk, a big fear, I should say, not a big risk, a big fear of a future attack using chemical warfare. So
Okay.
using sarin, soman, neurotoxic
Yeah.
weapons,
Okay.
VX, like
Agent
The Rock.
Orange.
Not Agent. If you've ever seen the movie The Rock,
Yeah.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So if you've ever seen, that was based on VX.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
atropine is the antidote to that. Atropine is what he sticks in his heart
Yeah.
and injects in.
Okay.
To say, which is kind of,
It's theatrical.
yeah. It's theater. But that being said, that was written for some reason. Rumors are huge, and
Yeah.
the rumor
Yeah.
spread.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, grab all the atropine, bring all the atropine." So then I got sent in this big box truck to the New York line.
Yeah.
So went down to Bridgeport, quick stop in Bridgeport, and then just over the border, and then got sent back.
Okay.
And what had
All
happened?
the way back or to it?
No, what's actually interesting, what happened was we were on our way into New York, and then rumor again, oh, you know what? There are going to be hundreds of patients on the train. Get back to the train station.
Okay.
So then I was sent back to the train station. Nobody came on the trains. Oh, you know what? There are two C-130s or C-17, C whatevers, flying into Bradley with hundreds of patients. Get to Bradley.
Jeez.
So we chased our tail until about 2:00 in the morning.
And there wasn't any patients?
Not a one. Not a one left the city.
What would make a call like that? That they thought something just people in
Don't
a
know.
panic because they're
Yeah.
in an airplane? That
Exactly.
kind of thing? Okay.
It was.
I mean, mass hysteria. That is a thing.
It was uncharted territory.
Yeah, for sure.
It really was. It was.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But that to me that was the toughest day because I got to do nothing to help anybody.
Right.
And it's like so
yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah.
I have all these tools, this knowledge. I'm good at what I do.
Right.
And to me, that's probably the most stressful day I ever had in EMS.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. I really can't imagine. That's a false statement. Now, Kyle was a paramedic out of
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Yep.
Was you only have a license in Mass, or did you have a license in Rhode Island too?
No, I was a cardiac in Rhode Island. So similar to the eye, Rhode Island had their own set of rules, and they had an EMT cardiac.
So
Because, interestingly enough, so fire departments long ago didn't want to pay for paramedics. So the state of Rhode Island said, we'll invent EMT cardiac. Because there is a national organization, National Register for EMTs, that most states are part of. Rhode Island was not, Massachusetts is now, but they were not. And so they could do whatever they wanted. And so they invented this EMT cardiac, and they said, and the crazy part was like the EMT cardiac at the time could actually do quite a bit more than a EMT intermediate because they needed them to, but they didn't want to pay for a paramedic. So they allowed them to do all these additional skills that an EMTI wouldn't have been able to do.
EMTI.
Intermediate, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're advanced now.
Yeah.
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 So-
yeah.
All the names have changed
Yeah.
to protect the innocent.
But,
Yeah, the cardiacs was a unique Rhode
Yeah.
Island thing.
yeah.
It's like MRTs. So you'll hear people use EMR and MRT.
Yeah.
Emergency medical responder is the national registry level for a first responder. MRT is what we used to call them in Connecticut until we decided to go to the national registry standard.
Oh, okay.
So MRT was medical response technician. What's funny about that was, and I'm sure you've seen other people in uniform, they have a rocker with the, it says paramedic, says EMT, EMTA for advanced. Well, when they were trying to figure it out back in the late 60s, early 70s, they wanted to pay homage to the American Red Cross, who had really started this whole thing before American College of Surgeons did all the first aid training and that kind of stuff. So they decided to stick with what they had done and call them first aid response technicians.
Oh, wow.
So imagine that on a patch.
Fart.
Part. They figured that one out. My understanding is they printed up patches before they figured that one out. I've never seen a patch myself.
Right? They're probably rare.
Yeah,
Probably worth all kinds of
extremely.
money.
You got it. But
You got to trade a couple of patches for that one.
yeah, I'm sure a lot.
Yeah, because you guys trade patches. Like, that's a first
Oh, yeah.
responder military
Absolutely.
thing. That's a big deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pretty neat.
Bring them to restaurants, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bring them to different places that
Gotcha.
want them. A lot of departments have a plaque up with patches, different department patches and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of members like patches from different departments.
So what designation is an MRT now? Like, what would be their scope
EMR.
of work?
So they're a first responder. They're the ones to get there in the first 4 minutes. They can do.
Oh, so they're usually part of the fire department.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire department, police department, ambulance. They can drive an ambulance with an EMT, but not with a paramedic.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like weird little regulations here and there.
It wouldn't be America if it didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Something
exactly.
silly.
But for the most part, they're first responder level. So, like Union, we have a number of EMRs.
Okay.
That's really all we need.
Yeah.
But they can do CPR, give oxygen, give somebody epinephrine who's having an anaphylactic reaction. And do a
First
simple
aid.
assessment.
Yeah.
in
Tourniquets,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Exactly.
Have you ever had to do a
Bleeding stuff.
tourniquet?
Oh, yeah. Now they're commonplace.
Really?
Yeah.
They do it a lot?
tourniquets, Yeah. They really do. They do it probably more than necessary.
Okay.
But what's really been shown is that the old education and the old teaching was that if you're using a tourniquet, you're giving up a limb to save a life.
Yeah.
But it's just not true.
Oh, okay.
If you use a commercially manufactured tourniquet, not
Your
use
belt.
like a shoelace belt, you can have it on for 3.5, 4 hours safely without a problem.
Really? Oh, wow.
So it really, we've cut through a lot of let's see what happens and let's wait. And
Yeah.
the training now is to use the theory that every drop of blood matters.
Okay.
Hemoglobin carries oxygen.
Yeah.
If you lose hemoglobin, you lose oxygen. Oxygen keeps you alive.
Yeah.
So if you can keep all that in the container,
Right.
you're going to do something good.
Yeah.
So low risk, high reward
Right.
using a tourniquet.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been educated to have the tourniquet in my pocket when using the chainsaw.
Yes.
Doesn't
Very
help
good
when it's in
idea.
the truck.
No, it sure
in the
doesn't.
woods.
Just like an EpiPen. Doesn't help when it's
Should be
in
on
your
the
house.
person.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
makes sense. I mean, what an incredible career. I don't know. Just, it's really, really something admirable.
And it's still going.
It's yeah. Is there a future like designation that you aspire to, or
No.
Is there like a one you're ready to let go of? You don't have to mention that one.
No. I still enjoy it. So
Yeah.
I work those administrative jobs at Johnson.
Yeah.
I work as a paramedic for Middlesex Hospital.
Wow.
And it's the best of both worlds because when I'm not doing calls, I'm by myself, so I don't have to listen to somebody else's radio station or go out and listen to a meet and have
In
them
the
talk.
administration part.
And the Middlesex job
Oh,
is
the Middlesex.
I'm in a Tahoe by myself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Once I go on a call, when I'm back at the ER and I'm not doing calls, I help out in the ER and can do anything I can do in the field in the emergency department.
Okay.
So, and that allows me to just ask more questions and learn more stuff
Yeah.
from the people who spent 8 years in school
Right.
learning the whole pie
Yeah.
instead of just a little slice.
Gotcha. So that, I guess that would be the difference when you're like at a place like KB. You're there with other paramedics and EMTs.
Yeah.
When you're out of a hospital,
Yeah.
there's always something going on at the hospital. where
Exactly.
It's
In the ED,
different
there
pace,
are always
different
people
vibe.
there,
Yeah.
but
And you
I
can-
give up my ability to sleep. So they frown on you going to sleep at night.
Oh, okay.
So
Really?
it's not allowed. I shouldn't say they frown. It's just
Oh,
not allowed.
because you're taking a second or third
Yeah,
shift.
exactly.
They want you to be awake there.
Yeah.
Okay.
They want you up and doing it. And
But
it's a pretty busy system.
Yeah.
So usually you're doing calls too.
Okay.
But even on my downtime, when the ER is quiet and I'm not doing 911s, I'm still not supposed to be sleeping.
But you're conversing usually with doctors and
Yeah.
nurses and
Yep.
and
Having conversations.
yeah, talking
hanging out.
shop.
Yeah.
A lot of talking
A
shop.
lot of talking and talking life.
Right.
You know, a lot of it at this point is more talking life.
Yeah.
But if I have an interesting patient, something that I don't understand, I'll go, hey, why is this?
Yeah.
Why do you think they're doing that? Most of the time they don't know either, but they're better at making up answers.
We trust them more.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
They look more believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when my cousin got his paramedic patch and how he was talking about how the doctors and nurses all look at you differently when you have that patch on your shoulder. It was like so proud, and I was proud of him. You know what I mean? It was just really cool to see.
Yeah.
Like he again, like had found his niche and super good at it. You know,
He is.
He's
He
really
is.
good at it, and just like you could tell, it's
He
funny
had a
'cause-
good instructor.
Is that you?
I did both his EMR and EMT class, not his medic.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He went to Eastern for medic. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Does that show up every time I accidentally hit the mic?
not really. It's not that loud.
Okay.
Did you hear it? In
Oh,
your
yeah.
loud?
I hear it ding.
Maybe your volume.
You probably bring
you
more
hear a
attention
little.
to it than
Yeah.
actually the noise.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. To me, it's just kind of the sound you ignore.
Do you have your novice podcaster people hitting the mic left and right?
Yeah. People hit it all the time. I hit it, and I misspeak all the time. So
Yeah,
you saw me.
make
I
up
almost
words.
said I'm Matt
Yeah.
Noren at Community Workbench. I'm Matt Noren at Remax Bell Park. In my plug for myself, I screwed that up. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people, I'm like, don't be nervous. Come on, I'll misspeak. I'm sure I will misspeak before you. So,
Yeah.
and,
It's actually fun.
These guys can all attest to it.
I'll be honest. Not only have I never been on a podcast before,
Yeah, you never listen to one either.
never watched one or listened
Yeah.
to one before.
You are the
to the
second.
best, to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, you are the second guest that I know of that is in that same class.
Yeah.
So
It's cool. It's fun being down in the basement, hanging out, just BS.
Where nobody
I
can
like
hear
this.
you scream unless it's in the mic.
I'm a little nervous about that.
Paul, you're like double the size of both of us.
Yeah.
yeah,
I say you should probably be more nervous.
and you do way better under pressure. So you're gonna be fine.
Not Kyle. Kyle's got the training.
He's IT now. I think. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
me as a
good for you.
carpenter.
Yeah.
I think as a carpenter, I'm washed up, and as a
Oh
paramedic,
yeah, there's a
pretty
lot.
washed up.
Well, the thing in working in as a paramedic, right? The protocols change so much. So like when you're out of the game for even a year or 2 years, there's new drugs introduced. There's all kinds of. There's lobbyists trying to take away, intubating and things like that. So the road is not straight, and you have to recert every 2 years. And the same thing with like the American Heart Association, right? They figure out all these things like hemoglobin. Oh, you can not breathe for 8 minutes and you still have oxygen in your blood. And so then they changed it from, okay, you can do compressions for CPR and don't need to breathe for them, right? So then,
Ever.
well,
No,
at some point,
eventually.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Eventually.
But it's not that 10
But,
on, 10
yeah,
off, 10 on, 10 off thing.
You're right. So like, I don't know what it is now, but like they were going down that path and investigating because they were trying to encourage people that were first responders that even if you don't have oxygen or a bag, or you're scared to put your mouth on them,
Right.
just do compressions and
Yeah,
it could
yeah,
save
yeah.
their life.
Right.
You know? So yeah, there's a lot I definitely don't remember. Yeah.
It is. It's good. It's great.
I have called him on occasion when something's happening with the kids or whatever, and he's been pretty helpul.
I'm sure.
I'll say.
I mean, it is like
He's probably
riding.
been more helpful to me with medical than I have with him with carpentry.
Yeah.
I don't know. That roof on that greenhouse looks awfully good. It's the best part.
I don't know. I think you got a pretty beautiful house too.
Oh, thank you.
You're not quite to this standard.
Yeah,
Hey,
we can't measure up.
Stop it. A lot of credit goes to my wife for attaining this property.
yeah, it has to.
She,
That is for sure.
It is cool. It's funny because my son Kane forever was trying to get me to start watching podcasts.
Okay.
We'd
Yeah,
go
yeah.
somewhere together.
yeah.
We'd do so. He's like, oh, did you try that podcast yet? No. Just kidding. I listen to music. I love music.
Yeah.
Well, I love music too, but you got to start listening to podcasts. You got to start watching This one's great.
Yeah.
And, he was a conspiracy guy. He
Okay.
was
Yeah.
a liberal guy. He's, unfortunately, it'll be the one plug I do tonight.
Okay.
Go see a dermatologist.
Go see it.
Everybody should see a dermatologist.
Okay.
My son Kane, 40, developed skin cancer and passed about 4 months ago now. And
Very sorry.
it's just a horrific thing.
For sure.
With all the death and dying I've seen, it's just,
You're not supposed
I
to.
couldn't imagine it.
You're not supposed to outlive your kids.
No, you are never supposed to do that. And every parent knows that. And I've heard it said 1,000 times, and I wish I didn't know it. And I hear people say, I can't imagine. And my answer is always, you don't want to. Just don't. Enjoy. It is the hardest thing I've ever been through.
I'm sure.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
So go see a dermatologist.
For sure.
No matter what that thing is on your butt, let them
Or
check
whatever
it.
mark it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it checked out for sure. Yeah. And that is a big thing in this country, this area is, access to medical advice, medical or health care. That's a big
Yeah,
deal.
it sure is. And we have such an abundance of it in this state, in Massachusetts. I mean, we have world-renowned people,
Yeah.
and it's unforgiving.
Yeah.
It does not yield.
Yeah.
You either get lucky or you don't.
Yeah. But good advice.
Yeah.
See a dermatologist. A lot of people don't, get your physical and kind of glaze over that.
You got it.
So, yeah.
I don't know the last time my doctor looked at my skin.
Okay.
I don't think he ever has.
Well, now they only have 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants
He's
to.
going to give you 3 words to remember.
Yeah.
That's all
I always take more than 15 minutes. And they have to deal with
they'll bill you.
it. We've been blessed with good insurance. So
Yeah.
I ask questions a lot. So it's not just me BSing like usual. But I'll ask a lot.
Shocking.
And I'll research things and ask questions about that research. And I'm that guy.
Yeah. It
Um,
is funny because they eventually get to that point when you hit an age, and you may not have hit that age yet, where they stop with the small talk and they have direct conversations.
The list is probably pretty long.
Yeah. They got to get through a lot of questions there.
Comedian Nate Bargatze has such a good bit about how you go through the stages. Like when you're 20, they're like, "Why are you here?" It's like a drive-through.
Yep.
And then when I hit 40, he closed the door and sat down. We're gonna talk about something.
Yes, I've listened to that. I agree completely.
And it's so relatable. Just
it sure is.
Yeah,
Sure
I actually had the physical, then I had a blood test, and then instead of getting results, I got a phone call. Hey, you got to come in to talk about the results.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So,
I hate that.
yeah. But yeah, definitely, take care of yourself and,
Thank you.
see the doctors and whatnot.
You got it.
For sure.
You got it.
Yeah. Well, man, thank you so much for coming out, Paul.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming out, and I want the world to know people like you, be inspired by people like you, because it bends the mind as to what's possible for the kind of help that you bring to a community, that a person like you brings to a community. So, thank you so much.
I only do it with support of others, so they're really, thank God.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody else, for watching. The Community Workbench family. You know what? That was one thing I wanted to talk about. Let's go back to the cameras. And it just reminded me.
You didn't have the note in the right spot.
PTSD.
Yeah.
How do you, if you don't mind, how do you deal with that and stress relief and
That's a great question.
And if you don't mind me asking, do you talk to anybody?
Yes.
Is it professional people, or is it the camaraderie, or is it the?
It's a combination of everything.
Okay. Awesome.
So I was lucky when I started working. I worked for a family who owned an ambulance, back to Trinity Ambulance. I worked with this guy named Peter Topa, who was just a great mentor, and I would truly call him a mentor when I started. And he was like, feel everything. Don't try to block it out. Don't try to hide it.
Yeah.
Just feel it.
Yeah,
do it your own way, whatever you want to do. I was raised by a very strong man who I don't think I ever saw him cry.
Wow.
So my dad I don't remember ever seeing him cry, but It may have happened. I don't know. Again, he was 40 by the time I was born.
Okay.
So
okay.
who knows what?
And it was a different time.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Different culture for sure.
But so I was raised to be stoic. I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
I can't get too mad. Who knows what I'll do? Can't get too sad. Can't get too anything. You just got to stay even keel.
Okay.
And so how do I do it? Yeah, I do. I've talked to therapists before. I try to do training on PTSD in the various forms of it. I recognize the physical manifestations of it. I am lucky that two things I've never had in my life. I have never felt a true panic or anxiety attack.
Okay.
Never had one.
Gotcha.
And I have never contemplated suicide. I'm one of the very few people that have never had the thought cross my mind whatsoever that that's the way out.
Gotcha.
Which I find amazing.
It's a blessing for sure.
It really is.
For sure.
It sure is.
Yeah.
So do I feel pain? I just told you about my son, Kane.
Right.
I'll cry when I'm in my car. I'll cry when I'm by myself.
Yeah.
But I'm raised to take care of other people.
Yeah.
So I don't like other people seeing me in that kind of pain. But like driving home tonight, I have no idea that there'll be something that crosses my mind about him saying, you got to start watching podcasts. And after the job I did tonight, I'm going to start watching podcasts.
You
I want to see other
rewatch
good
this
people.
one.
I may rewatch this one.
Well, one thing that helps me is I watch a lot of comedians.
Yeah.
And I just love laughing.
Yes.
And I know it's cliche, but I just think it's one of the best medicines for you.
I agree
If
100%.
you're alone and you don't have that buddy to like rip with,
Yep.
you're doing some minutia.
I agree.
Put on a comedian,
Yep.
that almost every comedian has a podcast.
Yeah.
There's never a shortage
Yeah.
of that.
I only watch little snippets of them usually.
Yeah.
That are on like Facebook or something.
Right. But then
But
you're
you
in
never
a scrolling.
post a snippet.
Of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We will be.
Okay.
so.
The voice from the corner.
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
No, I'm here to observe.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Kelsey from the Craft Collective Hair Salon.
The ghost
She is
in the corner.
right
over here.
next to the furnace. You got to get her better digs.
So she is welcome on that side or even this side anytime. We
Where I was told to set up when I first came here. So.
You hit your mic.
Yeah.
no.
You
When
put me in
you
the
first
corner
came
over
here, you were a guest. And
Yeah,
you were
I
treated
was.
like VIP
Yeah.
as everybody else.
Yeah. Don't get too comfortable,
Yeah, but
or else
now
I put you over
that's
here.
right. That's right. You gotta get in line to be treated right around here,
Yeah.
and I'm still not treated right around.
Paul's very well aware of the language that leads to voluntelling people. I might not be able to rope this one in.
What I am surprised, I think I made it through an hour and 20 minutes,
That's surprising.
and I haven't dropped the F-bomb once.
You're not the first person to say that, and
Yeah.
subconsciously people just don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've rarely had an issue.
Yeah.
And
Well, you've been with me at golf.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know that.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's that level of frustration is different.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. Man.
But yeah, I do try to keep it PG-13 or cleaner, and I think most of our followers and that viewer, they know.
Yeah.
And obviously nobody's perfect, but it's for some reason our guests have been, they can come in swearing and shooting up a storm or whatever, and then they sit down and they're just they take it like you do,
Yeah.
just no F-bombs, and
That's good.
we're trugging along. The biggest reason I do that is so more people have the opportunity to see you. You know what I mean? Because once I have to click 18 or older on like Spotify or YouTube when we upload, that's just less of an audience. And part of this is, reinvigorating the trades and who's trying to decide what trade to go into. It's eighth graders, it's freshmen, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
that age group. And that,
Yeah.
if you have to put above 18,
Because you're a successful carpenter.
well, I didn't say that. It's, the whole idea of this is, tradesmen and getting more locals, more work, and teaching the next generation to,
Absolutely.
in that path,
I wish I was a carpenter. I would
I don't
cut
know if you
digits
do.
off. I can't build anything.
Being cold, nailing in vinyl side and having it snap at 6 below, gives you a frustration. It's like, yeah.
I hate to tell you what I've done at 6 below. It's not good.
Yeah, I guess, it's all perspective, right?
Yeah.
But,
I worked a blizzard once and got out of the truck to put fuel in the truck.
yeah.
And it was the had a canopy. I'm there pumping gas, get back in the truck, look, and I scare myself because I am literally covered in white.
Oh, okay.
It was just,
Yeah.
I think I have a picture of it.
Yeah.
And it's just, what happened?
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell. 4:00 in the morning, exhausted. I looked like the abominable snow.
I was just going to say Yeti. And there goes the myth.
Yeah.
Spreading more rumors. There was
You
a
got
Yeti
it.
driving a truck the other day.
That is funny. One of the other things I do a lot of I do a lot of research teaching out here. One of the things that I've started doing is each class we do a group breakfast.
Okay.
So you show up to class basically after the first day, we assign everybody something. So you're going to bring eggs, you're going to bring bacon, you're going to bring sausage, you're going to bring pancake mix.
Yeah, yeah.
And we get together as a group, as a family, and cook a big farmer's breakfast.
Nice.
And then sit down at a round table. And I always thought we got to figure out how to put the table so we're facing each other
Right,
and
right.
sitting in a circle and we talk.
Yeah.
And it is just so cathartic.
Yeah.
It is amazing, just that practice of making a breakfast together, talking while you're
breaking
doing it.
bread. That's
You
it.
are. And it is just that
old as
talking about
time.
healing. People start telling stories. Oh yeah, this and that. And
Yeah.
you know, I feel it's one of those things. And usually I do a lecture during the breakfast cooking.
Okay.
So I'll do like the first day is burns because we're cooking bacon and sausage. So I have that piece of bacon is complete. That one's a third degree. This sausage is second. You better get going on it. And that pancake's first. Don't flip it yet. But
That's funny. But that's really great.
Yeah.
That whole idea of, when someone starts their career, they probably don't even realize how much camaraderie it takes to keep each other in it and healthy, ongoing
Yes.
health as, performance health and whatnot.
I got to tell you, the mental health, I feel like I'm good at.
Okay.
Physical health, not so much.
All right.
Although I'm going to get those cool spandex shorts you got, man, with the phone. I'm ordering some of those.
For those who
Those
are just
are,
listening, I am not wearing spandex.
Those are boys size large that Matt's wearing.
Those are
they're-
spandex.
So I have gym shorts with a liner. I don't think it's spandex, but it is a
You
liner.
can't afford
It's a tighter
spandex, so it's definitely not spandex.
Has a tighter liner under the gym shorts.
He's got Spanx on, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
There's
because
a
we
reason
want
the
things to be.
camera's the waist up.
Yeah, because we want things to be smaller down there. That's what Spanx are. I think so. And we've reached the beyond PG-13 portion of the show. It doesn't always take an F-bomb, people. If you've stayed here this long, thank you so much. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
having me.
The Community Workbench family is promoting the Be the One campaign. It was started by the American Legion in efforts to stop veteran suicide. If you know a veteran, call them. Be the one to check in on them. For more details, visit betheone.org. Also, please extend all this to first responders as well. The Quiet Corner Peer Support Group is a great resource to help when dealing with PTSD. Join us August 17th when we talk to Troop 44's John Jenna, David Lee, and J.N. Webster Scout Reservations Director Pat Boyd. That'll be an effort to get people knowing about Scouts and the events that we have coming up that circle around that. As always, buy local, hire local, dine local, volunteer local, donate local, and have great days.